What's up, YouTube? Team Movies here. Now, here is my opening slash streaming segment where I talk about the films that are coming out this week, whether it be in theaters, streaming, etc. All right, here are one of the major players, and that is, of course, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which I am going to be seeing tomorrow morning, which I cannot wait. This is the start of Marvel's Phase 5, so I cannot wait to see where they're going to take this new phase. The trailers have looked really decent. You know, you got Kang the Conqueror. I think looks like Jonathan Majors looks great as Kang. I cannot wait to see this film when it premieres. So hopefully it'll be good because I have not been hearing great stuff about. But we'll see. All right. Also out, we got some smaller stuff. Like we got the indie film called Emily, which stars Emma McKay from Sex Education fame. Is where it imagines the transformative and accelerating and uplifting journey to womanhood of a rebel and misfit of one of the most famous and dramatic and proactive of writers who died too soon at the age of 30. Now, this is actually about the author of Wuthering Heights, and this actually does look really interesting. I mean, Emma McKay, I think, is a really good actress, so it could be really interesting to check out. All right, we also got a movie called Of an Age, which is an Australian film. During the summer of 1999, an 18-year-old amateur ballroom dancer has an unexpected and intense 24-hour romance with a friend's older brother. Could be interesting. I mean, this is from the same director who did that movie that Newbie Replaced last year. Dang, forgot the name of it. Man, what's the name of it? You don't something. Hold on. You won't. You won't be alone. That's the name of it. But I freeze up all the time. But this could be a drink. It looks really very coming of age. So I think this could be interesting to check out. All right. Also, we got Marlowe, which stars Liam Neeson as Philip Marlowe, who is a detective who becomes embroiled in an investigation with the wealthy family in Bay City, California, after a beautiful blonde hair hires him to find her former lover. Now, the character of Phil Marlowe has actually been portrayed tons of times on screen. The characters, let me pull up some of the stuff, including another film called Marlowe, like The Big Sleep. James Garner played the role one time. So this is actually pretty much like James Bond, like a character that has been played tons of times. And you got Liam Neeson, who I think lately has been a miss lately because I love Liam Neeson. I was an actor for one of his films, but his films lately, like Blacklight, Memory, has not been all that great in my opinion. So hopefully this could be interesting, but we'll see. All right, we also got the re-release of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, directed by Ang Lee, starring Michelle Yeoh, Zhang Zi, Chow Yun Fat. I believe it scored a couple of Oscar nominations, including Best Picture. Crouching Tiger is a beautiful film if you guys never seen it. So yeah, I mean, Ang Lee did that movie perfectly. Michelle Yeoh, before she came an Oscar nominated actress, was great in that. Really good flag. And a film that I saw yesterday, by the way, I haven't done my review for that. I'll put up my review up maybe here in a bit. We got Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Someone made a Winnie the Pooh horror film. I'm gonna say my to do my review, but this is a intriguing premise here. If you guys don't know much about the story here, it's where like now Feral and bloodthirsty Winnie the Pooh and Piglet terrorize Christopher Robin and a group of young women in a remote house. And this movie is awesome. I mean, I had a fun time with it. I'll do my full review here in a bit, but really, really fun flick. It's not gonna be for everyone, but it's really flick there. All right, we also got a couple of other horror films out. We got something called Vampus Horror Tales on Halloween night. Vampir's a great digger and a body snatcher. Is the guardian of the cemetery. He loves to read horror comics and introduces four twisted tales of love, murder, and distorted, horrific acts. I don't know much about this, but could be a train. We got something called Swallowed, which okay, we're tired, but after a drug run goes bad, two friends must survive a nightmarish ordeal of drugs, bugs, and horrific intimacy. Wow, that sounds horrible, but anyway. We got an action movie called The Weapon, which stars Cuba Gooding Jr., who's because of his personal life, I could kind of see why we're not really seeing Cuba Gooding Jr. in the bigger stuff. But anyway, we also got Bruce Stern, Sean Patrick Flannery, and Liv McCoy, where like Dallas is a one man killing machine on a mysterious rampage. His attacks on biker gangs and meth labs anger the Vegas mob boss, who's holding Dallas's girlfriend hostage. But who is Dallas working for? Even torture won't make him talk, and won't stop until justice is served. This looks terrible. I just saw the preview for this, and yeah, Cuba Gooding Jr.'s career is just down the toilet. I mean, yeah, oh boy, shame, but hey. I mean, this is an Oscar-winning actor who, of course, won an Oscar for Jerry Maguire. He's of course played like O.J. Simpson. He was great in Radio, but because of like his personal life, yeah, his career just tumbled. But all right, we got a movie called Devil's Peak, which stars Billy Bob Thornton, Robin Wright, Cooper Penn, Jackie Earle Haley, Emma Booth, Harris Gilbertson, Brian DeArcy James. It's deep in the Appalachian Mountains. Jacob desperately tries to escape his meth dealing kingpin father and long suffering mother to run off with the girl of his dreams. And the preview for this actually looks really intriguing. I mean, Billy Bob Thornton, he looks very unrecognizable in this. You got Robin Wright, of course. This actually does star Robin Wright and Sean Penn's son, Hooper Penn, so could be intriguing to check out. All right, we got a movie called Hidden Blade, which the film begins the days after Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor and chronicles China's growth under the Communist Party's leadership. This actually looks really intriguing. It is in full black and white, so it could be interesting. All right, we got another film set in Korea called Return to Seoul. The pig centers on on 25-year-old Freddie, who impulsively returns to South Korea for the first time where she was born after being adopted and raised in France. The headstrong young woman starts looking for her biological parents in a country she knows little about, taking her life now new and unexpected direction. That could be a training check out. I mean, this got a couple of award buzz, but I don't think it really got the international one yet. But it could be a training though. All right, something called The Integrity of Joseph Chambers. Fearing the apocalypse, an inherent insurance salesman embarks on a soul hunting experiment, only to face traumatic incident. This stars Clayne Crawford, who you might remember played Riggs on the Lethal Weapon series, Jeffrey D. Morgan, and Jordan Brewster. This actually does look really intriguing. I mean, Clayne Crawford, I think he is really cool actor. I thought he was really great on that Lethal Weapon show. So really interested seeing him in more stuff here. So it could be intriguing. All right. We also got something called What Comes Around, which is a thriller about love affair becomes a menacing game of cat and mouse where nothing is what it seems. This stars Grace Van Dyne, Kyle Gallner from Scream fame, Summer Phoenix, Jesse Garcia. Grace Van Dyne, by the way, is actually the daughter of Starship Trooper star Catherine Van Dyne, so there's that connection there. I saw the preview for this one too. It looks really, really intriguing. I mean, it looks like there's some tons of twists turns around. Grace Van Dyne looks good in this. I think this could be really intriguing to check out. All right, and we got a couple of TV shows also premiering. On Hulu, we got Wu Tang and America's Saga season 3, which I believe is the finest season because I love Wu Tang Clan, but where could you go at beyond season 4? I mean, come on. But I'm a little surprised they even did a couple of seasons. I would have expected on the first season just to be a one and done thing, but it's training here, I guess. All right, we also got the Upshaw season 3 coming to Netflix, which of course has Mike Epps, Wanda Sykes. Not a bad sitcom. So interesting about season 3. We of course got Star Trek Picard season 3, which is the finest season coming to Paramount Plus, which is a really intriguing series. Patrick Stewart is great as Picard, so nice to see him back for one final time. We also got the finest season of Animaniacs coming to Hulu, which I really quite like this Animaniacs revival. I don't like it really brought back what made the Animaniacs so great, so clever. So I cannot wait to see it on the final season. We also got Carnival Row season 2 coming to Prime Video, which this is also the final season. This has Carl Delving and Orlando Bloom in it. I've not really seen the first season, but I heard some okay stuff about. Just didn't really seem all that interested in it, but yeah. Last but not least, we got Hello Tomorrow coming to Apple Plus. In a retro futuristic world, charismatic salesman Jack Billings leads a team of fellow sales associates determined to revitalize their customers' lives by hawking timeshares on the moon. Now, this stars Billy Crudup. You also got Hank Azaria in this. I saw the previews for this. This actually looks really intriguing. I mean, Billy Crudup looks great. Hank Azaria is always terrific. I think Allison Pill's also in this too. So got some cool cast members in this. So I think this could be really intriguing to check out. But that's pretty much it there. Let me let you guys. Which of these films or shows are you interested in? Are you interested in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, Winning the Poop, Blood and Honey, Hello Tomorrow, Animaniacs Season 3? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Himi signing out.